Mommy, you fit on my butt. I am sorry, but nice guys come last. It just is what it is. They all come last. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Okay, today I have a glass of lemon, rum and sparkling water. It was initially sparkling water, but I decided to add some rum to loosen up a bit. But guys, I think I'm already tipsy, so I honestly don't know how this video is gonna go, to be honest. I just don't know. So we're just gonna have to go through this journey together and see what happens. Okay, so a couple of days ago, I asked on my Instagram, okay, that wasn't English, was it? No. I asked people on Instagram if they could ask me questions. There we go, got the words out eventually. Oh my God, there is like really a lot of rum in here and I didn't even, anyway. I asked people to ask me questions. They could ask me anything. And a lot of you did, so thank you. And I've compiled a list and I've had to cut out a lot of the questions because of course I can't answer all of them. Then the video would be like 1 hour long. So I've selected what I think are the best ones. And so I hope you're all satisfied with that. If anything, we can always do a part 2. So let's start with question number 1. All of the questions are on my laptop. So, question number 1. Would you marry a guy who earns less than you? No. No, I would not. Look, guys in 2021 would tell you that they have no problem at all marrying a woman who earns more than them. Sorry, but we need to quantify how much more she is earning first of all. Are you on, let's say, 50,000 and is she on 60,000? It's a 10,000 difference, right? Difference of 10,000, which isn't too bad, salary-wise. Remember, you're taxed, etc., etc. It means that when you're renovating the house, yeah, her budget would be more than yours, but not substantially more than yours. Are we talking about a man who's earning 50,000 and a woman who's on 4 million a year? Because that is a substantial, fundamental difference. In which case, I do not feel like the man would feel like a man in the relationship. You know, as I said before, men in 2021 will lie to you. They will lie to you and tell you that they would marry a woman who earns more than them. They're talking about a difference of maximum 20K. We're not talking about a difference of millions. We're not. Because, do you know what? At the end of the day, a man will talk the talk, but they will always have their ego. A man will not feel like they're the man if a woman is earning more than them. And I have seen relationships end on this basis. I have seen relationships end because the man kind of feels emasculated, if that's the word. I'm actually forgetting my English, but they're gonna feel emasculated by a woman who earns more than them because she's gonna be bossy, you know, she's not gonna need anything from him financially. It's like, you know, so I couldn't. The bottom line here is that I really could not marry a man who earns less than me. I just couldn't. The relationship, in my opinion, will not last. Period. It's not gonna last. And I'm not gonna act like it would, because it won't. Okay, question number 2. Do you like an arrogant man or a sweet man? Do you know why I'm laughing? Because I'm laughing because I think you all know what I'm gonna say. And I'm going to speak on behalf of the majority of women who don't want to admit this. You guys, on this channel, you're going to get real talk, straight talk, no chaser, okay? I prefer an arrogant man. I'm sorry, but we all know that nice guys come last. I'm sorry. I am sorry, but nice guys come last. It just is what it is. They all come last. I've been with nice guys in the past and everything is nice, but there's no excitement. I know that sounds bad, but I don't care. There is no excitement. But then at the same time, arrogant men always make me frustrated in the end. And then I'm always like, do you know what? The next guy I get with is gonna be nice, just straightforward, you know? It keeps me on my toes. I like to be kept on my toes. I don't like it when everything is laid out in front of me. Shay, this is who I am. You know, I'm a nice guy. I'm straightforward, you know. Let me know your thoughts on this, ladies, in the comments section. Don't misunderstand me. Of course I don't like arrogant men. Of course, I'm not actively looking for a man who isn't nice, you know, the bad guy. I'm not actively looking for this kind of guy, but I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it real, you know. At the beginning, we don't like things to be laid on the table. We like being kept on our toes. We like the unknown. We like the uncertainty. This is what drives us. This is what keeps us wanting more. Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. Okay, question number 3. Can you forgive and forget? No, you can't forgive and forget. I'm sorry. Because, for example, look, if a guy cheated on me, God forbid, says the guy who just 2 seconds ago said she prefers an arrogant man over a sweet man. Anyway, if a man, God forbid, cheated on me, and let's just say I took this man back, I may have forgiven this man, but I sure as hell haven't forgotten what he did. Of course not. Come on. You can't forgive people and forget what they did to you. I'm sorry. For me, it's not possible. Maybe for you guys it is, but for me, it really, really isn't possible. There are so many people who I've forgiven, but I'm not going to forget what they did. Who really and truly forgives and forgets? But then at the same time, I have said in the past that, well, you haven't forgiven somebody if you haven't forgotten then, have you? Have you? Well, really, maybe not. Maybe not. But for me, I can't, like, taking the cheating example, taking cheating as an example, I couldn't forget that the man cheated on me. I may have forgiven him, but I'm never going to forget. You know? Do you agree or not? Let me know in the comment section if you agree. And if you agree, give this video a thumbs up. Question number 4. One of the embarrassing things that has ever happened to you. I know exactly what scenario I want to mention. Okay, I was about 14, 15, and my mum was hidden underneath my bed, okay? She was hidden underneath my bed, as in she was lying under the bed, okay? Don't ask me why, don't ask me how, but she was there. I went into my room, I closed the door, I turned on some music, just one like reggae song or one dancehall song, yeah? And I was winding up my waist like I have never whined before. I was dancing, guys. I was doing bend over, bend over, bend over in my room. And you guys, as I was doing with as a small little 14, 15-year-old, my mum suddenly emerged from God knows where, well, we know it was under my bed now, and said, "Hello, Shay." That was the most one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. That right there. Because my mum had never seen me dance like that before, and she has never seen me dance like that since. Question number 5. Do women give sex for love? Have I ever had sex with a guy with the expectation that he would fall in love with me? Hell no. Hell no. No. And any woman who is still doing this in 2021 needs some sort of support, because you could do anything. You could do anything. You could pay a man's bills. You could have a baby for a guy. You could suck that man's toes. You could do anything. And don't ever feel like you need to force a guy to like you anyway, because do you know why? You're fabulous. Do you know how many men are in the world? Let's do a quick Google. Or better yet, let's ask Alexa. Alexa, how many men are in this world?
According to the Census Bureau, the male population is approximately 3.89 billion, which represents 50.3% of the total population.
Did you hear that? Over 3... Actually, I've just forgotten. Alexa, could you please repeat?
Sorry, there is nothing to repeat.
Look, I think I heard over 3 billion. Is that what I heard? Too much rum. I think that's what I heard. There are over 3... There are over 3 billion men in this world. And you finna sacrifice what for a man? What? You think losing your virginity to a guy, you think having a baby for a guy is going to make anything, is going to change things for you? Okay, next question. Would you sign a prenup? Okay, very quickly, a prenuptial agreement is a contract that people sign before they marry, okay? Just in case anybody was wondering. So, would I sign a prenup? Yes, I would. But there would be some get out clauses or exceptions, okay? Exception number 1, if I find out after we marry that you have a child with another woman that I didn't know about prior to the marriage, null and void. That agreement is null and void, and I'm divorcing your ass. Big time. I'm taking your money, I'm taking your dignity, I'm taking your house, I'm taking everything. Your car, everything. Your clothes on your back, the shoes on your feet, I'm taking it all. Because this is just one scenario that you are not going to get me into. Do you hear me? Future husband, do you hear me? This is one scenario that you better not allow to touch my name. Do you know that? Do you? Okay, exception number 2. Exception number 2. If you cheat on me in the marriage, what would be your exceptions? Tell me in the comments section. Wow. Tell me in the comments section. Question number 7. A simple question. Are you in a relationship? Drum roll, please. Yes, I'm in a relationship. A relationship with God. Okay, next question. Dating older guys versus age mates. What do I think? First of all, in my experience, I have only ever attracted guys who are older than me. I'm 22, by the way. I have only ever attracted guys who are older than me. And so that's that on that. Fundamentally, I feel as though I am not compatible with a 22-year-old guy. I'm just not. My mental maturity level is here. The mental maturity of a 22-year-old guy is touching the floor. the mental age of a 22-year-old, I would say, is comparable to maybe a 16, 17, 18-year-old. So it would be like me dating someone who's 18, and I just can't do that. I like a man in their late 20s or early 30s. I don't care what anyone tells me. This is my preference, because I just feel like mentally we can connect. I can't connect with a guy in their early 20s. I just can't. Please let me know what you think. I'm so curious. Wait, let me call a friend. Give me a second. All right, let's try Benson. Benson never sleeps. What is the mental age of a 22-year-old guy, in your opinion?
More time than not, like, with it.
Give me an age.
You want me to, what it compares to article? It was at 18, maybe it was 9.
18. Okay, could you say that again? Did you say 18, 19?
Yeah, around that.
Okay, why?
I mean, generally speaking, most people believe that men mature mentally later than women, innit? But obviously there's anomalies, but that's the general consensus.
Thank you, Benson. Benson is a guy and he's agreeing with me. So you can't. Next question. What is your opinion on long distance relationships? Well, I was in a long distance relationship for 1.5 years. So it works for me. I mean, we're not together anymore, but it works for me. Because for me, I don't need to be next to someone 24/7. That just annoys me. I feel like if I get married in the future, I'd need my own separate room, because I don't need to be with you I just don't like the constant proximity. I don't like it. I just don't like it. So for me, the long distance relationship was really good. He was living in Germany and I was living in London, and so we would go back and forth. He was living like in Berlin, so I was going there. He was coming home to see me, so it was actually fine. I don't need to see you all of the time. Like, even if we had lived in the same town, I'm sure that we would have seen each other once a month anyway. Okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration. We probably would have seen each other like once a week, and that would be all for me. I don't need to see you any more than that. Sorry. And by the way, we didn't break up because of the distance. We broke up because of male ego. So, next question. Weirdest sexual experience. You know, I'm not going to answer this question in this video, because I'm just going to because you know why? It will take me 1 hour to respond, because there's a full story and you won't believe what happened. I feel like if I told you what happened, you wouldn't believe me. That's the thing. You wouldn't believe me. So let me come back to you on that. Let's take a rain check on that question. Okay? Let me know in the comments section if you really want the tea. Living abroad. Why? Why am I living abroad? Okay, I moved, okay? I'm no longer living in London. For those who don't know, well, actually nobody knows because I didn't tell anybody. So I moved for several reasons. The main reasons were personal, so of course I'm not going to share. But I got a job abroad, so I took the opportunity, and I've never looked back since, and it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life, to be fair. That is despite COVID. I mean, look, since being here, there have been many downs, many downs, let me tell you, okay? There have been many downs, but that's normal, I guess, with COVID. I've been stuck here, like I've not been able to come home at all, but thank God for my true friends. You know who you are. Thank God for them. They've been there for me over FaceTime, you know, and there are also really nice people here that I know. So thank you all for making my time here a little bit less depressing. And the final question is, do you believe in Valentine's Day? Well, yes and no. I do believe in Valentine's Day because it's nice to have at least one day a year where you can really express your love towards your partner. But at the same time, every day should be Valentine's Day. Like, when I think about it, in my previous relationships, I've never really cared about Valentine's Day because it's just one day. Like, what is Valentine's Day? We're always doing things together. We're always having a laugh. We're always having a good time. We're always expressing to one another how we feel. So what is Valentine's Day? What is Valentine's Day? Will I be celebrating Valentine's this year? Absolutely. With myself. I'm absolutely going to treat myself this Valentine's Day and remind myself that I love me. I don't need a man to love me. I love me. Okay guys, I think it's time to wrap up the video. Thank you very much if you made it to the end and you watched the entire video. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And I have to say, thank you very much for all of the support that everyone is showing towards my videos and towards me. So thanks again everyone, and see you in the next one. Believe me, there is more content coming. I have a lot planned. So stay tuned and thank you. Love you all.